Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And before I get into this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. If you've been paying attention to the wrestling landscape for the last several years, there's been two guys who really have been the poster child of the most unluckiest men in all of professional wrestling. And one of those guys is Adam Cole, and the other guy is who we're about to talk about, and that is Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi, one half of the Golden Lovers, somebody who throughout the last several years in Japan has really been one of those guys who have been the focal points of New Japan and one of the faces alongside of guys like Okada and Kenny Omega and Tanahashi. But for the last several years, this has been somebody who's been dealing with injury after injury, some freak in nature and some of his own doing, just based off of his refusal to kind of go through the more modern ways that people tend to treat their injuries. And unfortunately, the injury bug has struck him again. They happen to be taping Collision tonight. They are not going live like they typically do. And during his match with Josh Alexander, he suffered another injury. Word is coming out by Mike Johnson that he tore his femur, which is super unfortunate and really one of those moments where you tend to look at it and be like, man, how does one guy tend to be so unlucky? Now, I don't think that I'm breaking any news when I say that wrestling isn't a legitimate competition. It is a show. It is a form of entertainment. It is predetermined. It is scripted, fake, whatever way you like to describe it. It is one of those words. But I think when you see instances like this, it really just kind of reminds you how unforgiving the business and the actual act of going through a match can be. Sometimes, it could be some devastating spot where somebody just gets injured, or it could be a freak accident like what we saw with Liv Morgan when she got her injury in a spot that we see on a routine basis for every single wrestling show. And man, the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, over the last couple of years, they have just been hit with injury after injury, and it's just unfortunate because AEW, when it was first announced and it was first really brought to our attention, Kenny Omega was going to be one of those guys who were going to be the focal point of the show, and it feels like all of these boom periods in AEW outside of 2021, it feels like he has been gone for the majority of them. And for Kota to be coming into AEW, making his debut in Blood and Guts and be missing significant amount of time after that, and for him to suffer this injury again, it just sucks for the guy. You know that it has to take a mental toll on him because, it has to, because just based off of all of those injuries in such a short amount of time, there's no way that it doesn't affect the guy upstairs in the head. And it sucks. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery and this isn't the last we see of him in AEW, and we get to see an opportunity later on down the road of the Golden Lovers making a reunion. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is it unfortunate? How are you feeling about Kota getting hurt? In the comment section, let me know what's your favorite Kota Ibushi match that you've ever seen. I think that his Continental Classic finals match against TJP was great. He also has many classics in Japan that is just super hard to really kind of narrow down, and it sucks, man. But guys, I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.